G'day there mate, my name is Mr. Magilla-Cutti and welcome back once again to my channel. Today, we will be continuing the story of Hogwarts Legacy. So, last time we got pretty much the thick of it. We're pretty much a 5th year student getting transferred, starting a new life at Hogwarts, straight into the 5th year. Turns out that we got thrown into some sort of events involving a certain key, which was a Portkey, by the way, no pun intended, that led to this strange place which led us to a vault. And it turns out we were thrown into another historical event that took, well, historical from the point of where the book started, or movies, depending on which one you prefer, called the Goblin Rebellion. I remember the name of Goblin, despite the fact I only played the game about a couple of hours ago. Well, what can you do? So yeah, we got into Hogwarts and we've been sorted into Hufflepuff. So let's get started with our new school year. Now, just give me a moment. Yeah, I already did all that. Okay, so I guess that option's not available. Well, then again, I did get early access, so no surprise. Something else I forgot to mention, I bought the deluxe edition, which gave me additional content and early access. One moment, please, guys. Sorry, forgot to shut my door. So here we are in the Hufflepuff common room. We didn't really get to see much of it in the movies. Yum. A spot of tea. Very good, chap. Very good. Let's get started. Hey. Ooh. Yes. What's this?
The most I've ever been able to conjure was a single quill. Not sure I'll ever master that one.
I tried conjuring a pillow the other day. Ended up with a hedgehog. Not terribly comfortable to sleep on, I'd imagine.
Do you think it's painful to be in a half-transfigured state?
Transfigurations always come easily to me. I suppose some minds are more suited to it than others.
You're not wrong.
Haven't you heard of Gamp's Law?
I wonder what animal I'd be if I was an animagus. Wouldn't mind being a cat. Or an elephant.
Now again, we never really saw much of the other common rooms,
I suppose some introductions are in order.
except for the Gryffindor ones, Gryffindor common room. But I suppose that'll be different in this day and age.
Oh, hello. She's awfully regal, isn't she?
Is that your owl?
I don't know who she is. Likely one of the Hufflepuffs around here. Owls choose their own company anyway. Wait,
True.
you're the new 5th year. Quite the dramatic entrance you made. Can't imagine wanting to call attention to yourself, especially since everyone will be watching to see how much you already know.
I am a bit concerned. I have a lot of catching up to do.
Indeed, 4 years of schoolwork is a bit... being that far behind, I'd feel so... inadequate. Of course, presumably, as a hard-working Hufflepuff, you'll prove yourself in no time. I'm hard-working too, as you might suspect. But sometimes I think I should have been a Ravenclaw. I've rather a searing wit. At least people have always told me so. I'm Lenora, by the way. Lenora Everly. Well, mustn't keep you. You've such a lot to do.
Do you really think you should have been in Ravenclaw?
Well, my brothers were. They both work in the ministry now. I suppose you could say that wit runs in the family. My aunt was a Gryffindor, though, and I've always had plenty in common with her. Determination, valor, daring. The old sorting hat was spoiled for choice with me.
It was nice meeting you, Lenora.
Of course. Adieu.
I do. Well, it's nice that we know that we have multiple dialogues we can choose from. Oh, the Fat Friar, the Hufflepuff house ghost. If you don't really know, each house has its own house ghost. If I remember correctly, we know Gryffindor's house ghost would be nearly has its neck, as we saw in the movies, I'm sure. And for Hufflepuff here, we have the Fat Friar. I know for Slytherin, you guys have seen him, and you have seen the Fat Friar too, mind you. For Slytherin, it was the Bloody Baron, as you saw in the first movie. And finally, we've got the Grey Lady for the Ravenclaw house ghost.
Oh, Uncle, this doesn't sound like you. Something's wrong. Oh, hello there. You're the new Hufflepuff, yes? I'm Adelaide. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Is everything all right?
Oh, yes. I'm just a bit distracted. Letter from my uncle. So tell me, I've been hearing all sorts of rumors. Were you really nearly gobbled up by a dragon?
If you don't mind, I'd prefer to just forget about it.
Oh dear, it must have been bad. I mean, of course it was. I know I would have been terrified. Sorry.
It's
well, anyway,
not just that.
I imagine you have lots to do. I hope you have a wonderful first day.
Are you sure everything is all right with your uncle?
Oh, yes. He travels for work, always busy. I'm sure he just wrote it in a rush. Nothing to worry about.
Let's hope.
Thank you, Adelaide. Be seeing you.
Of course. And good luck.
Thank you. So finally...
It's all right. You don't need to be frightened, little cat.
I can't quite reach.
Come on, you went that way.
Hope they can catch him. Big castle for a student to get lost in, let alone a cat. I'm sure you'll find your way all right. I mean, it can be a bit overwhelming at first. I still get lost sometimes. Welcome to Hufflepuff, by the way. Really glad to have you in our house. I'm Arthur.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Was that your cat?
No, one of the first years, I think. Don't have any pets of my own, unfortunately. My mother doesn't think too highly of them.
Be right back, guys.
Especially magical ones.
I'm sorry to hear that. I think magical beasts are rather incredible.
Best thing about coming to Hogwarts. Nifflers, glumbumbles, bowtruckles. I thought they were only pictures in books before. Well, Dad did bring home a puffskein once. Mum was furious. Anyway, I better go make sure the first years caught that cat. Don't want them to be late on their first day.
Have you ever had a pet, Arthur?
No. My mother's a muggle, and as soon as the puffskein that my dad brought home stuck its tongue up her nose, it went right back to the shop.
Nice meeting you, Arthur, and good luck finding that cat.
Thank you. Try not to get lost in the castle yourself.
Is the new Hufflepuff out of bed yet? Professor Weasley's waiting for them outside the common room.
Some think Professor Shah is hard to read, but I find her as easy to read as
I can't wait until I'm 6 years. Then I won't have to waste my time.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, We've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
Hello.
Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Sorry about the fall. I got to turn the microphone on. Alright, so lead the way, Mrs. Weasley. Sorry, Professor Weasley.
This way.
I don't believe
The
damn
guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Nice.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up.
Yes, ma'am. Truth be told, I'm surprised they made a Weasley and a deputy headmaster of Hogwarts.
Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
Okay,
Revelio.
House of Recipe Book. Rumored to contain some of Helga Hufflepuff's original creation, this book holds a collection of Hogwarts students' favorite recipes over the centuries. Some dishes like pickled Gringotts plums are likely an acquired taste. Oh god. You unlocked a field guide challenge. Your progress towards completing challenges appear here. Field guide challenges are the only way to acquire experience points. Okay. This is your wizarding level. Experience earned from challenges increases your level and power. Check field guide tracks. Your field guide tracks your current challenge progress. Select the challenge menu to continue. So we have so many different challenges to do, and this is the only way we can level up. I'll be sure to keep that in mind. Collecting your first guide page unlocked a new challenge category. New challenges will unlock throughout your adventure will appear here. Select field guide pages to continue. Okay. Select 2 field guide pages in Hogwarts. So for some spectacles, sorry. Okay. Rewards must be claimed from the challenge menu. Come back often and collect rewards you have unlocked.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Will do.
Revelio.
Okay, so there's many things you can interact with.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker.
Oh!
Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Okay, so that's what that stuff is for. Flue powder. You discovered a flue flame fast travel point. You can open the map at any time to fast travel to any discovered flue flames. Ooh. Hogwarts is divided into 2 main areas. The left side of the map is where students and professors live, and includes the House Common Rooms and the Great Hall. The Great Hall region. So here, we want to go to. Okay, in this view, you can see the flue flame points available in that region. Green flue flames represent the flames you discovered, including your own House Common Room. Gray ones reveal the location of undiscovered ones. To the right side of the map is where you'll find academic points of interest, including the astronomy tower, library, and greenhouses. Select the library annex region to continue. So here, Professor Weasley, I've unlocked Central Hall for you. It is, and press square to fast travel. Quite interesting.
And here we are. Quite the time saver.
Mm-hmm.
These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
No.
Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Yeah.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become Aurors. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
Okay, a little bit of fun fact here. With Defense Against the Dark Arts, it always seems to change teachers each year, saying that position is cursed. But is this, can the same can be said this many years ago? We'll see. We'll see.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain, and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
Do the choices here affect an outcome?
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins, and I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Normally you would go to Diagram Alley for that, but I'm not sure if Diagram Alley existed yet in this time, but we'll see.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well-trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
This icon represents main quests. Completing main quests will further the story, unlock new features, and gain experience. Some quests are unlocked by spell and/or level requirement, that icon. In these cases, you will need to be the required level and/or the required spell to activate the quest. This also can be learned by completing Professor's assignments and a symbol for quest rewards. Okay, so we've got different collectibles here from chests and all that. And a astronomy table. Okay, so I say we go do charms first, because Accio will definitely come in handy.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your hours may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Wait. Ollivander? How is Ollivander still alive around this time? Well, am I wrong about the year that this took place? Honestly, I don't know. Excuse me. So we have quite a lot to do here, and it seems like we get to go to the room of requirements at some point. Legendary gloves. Okay. Well, lots to do, so little time to do it in. So let's get to it, shall we? Collection. Revelio pages. Ah, there's 150 of them in total. Feast time counted, brooms, ingredients, conjurations, wand handles, traits, tools, enemies, and appearances. Okay. Oh yeah, since I got the deluxe edition, and since I pre-ordered the game, yeah, I have some additional stuff here from Dark Ark Robes. There's a few more, but I'm not sure how to get those. Anyway, I'm wasting time here. Let's head to Charms.
Even raise an eyebrow. Yet I got one message from Mary and get the scales of battle.
Up here. And was that a... Yeah, that is a book. I forgot this is magic. No. Sorry, one sec, pal.
Revelio.
There we go. Statue of Gregory the Schmarly. This statue within Engantierate and Gwyn depicts the medieval wizard Gregory the Schmarly, the wizard famous for inventing Gregory's Uncusical Uncordia, a potion that makes the drinker believe whoever gives them the potion is their best friend. Jesus. I don't want to be using that on anyone. So, what's this? Looks like a bit of a challenge, but we'll do that another time.
Revelio.
Not sure what you had to do here, but I think it's related to this. I'll look more into that when I get a chance.
As long as I get some sleep, I don't mind.
There's something in there. I just know it.
Hello, Lenora. What are you looking at?
Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind. But I'm not sure what to do next.
Maybe our pals can do something.
Are there any other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
True.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have.
Okay, so...
Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery.
Right, so Lumos.
Lumos! That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
I know where that is. Knox. Yeah, down here.
This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so special about it?
That moth.
Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
Mm-hmm.
I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
Nice. Level 2 as well.
I'd like to retire to
Hey, Lenore. We actually figured it out.
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Amit, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth! I should have seen that.
What can you do? relationship quests. And you are...
Revelio.
No. Alright, I say we start heading towards our class. So much stuff to do, so little time. I think it's mainly statues and keep my eye open for to cast Revelio on. Could be wrong, but that's what I'm leading towards. Another one of those things in the key. That was Peeves. Peeves is a poltergeist
Revelio.
who pretty much causes mischief and all that around Hogwarts. Now, while technically, among a lot of circles, ghosts and poltergeists are meant to be the same thing, but not in this case. In the Harry Potter Wizarding world, a ghost is the spirit of a person who has passed on. No, not passed on, who has died, but is still lingering with some regret. Poltergeists, however, are created for something. I'm not sure what, but they are forever bound to their place which they haunt. So they're not technically the spirit of a person, just rather some spirit or other. I can't remember how it goes.
Revelio.
Okay, I'm going the wrong way. Excuse me. Viaduct entrance. Yeah, definitely went the wrong way. Yeah, you definitely will get lost. You need to pay attention to the mini-map. I'm not sorry for the detour.
Revelio.
Does it point me in the location or something with that chime? Possibly. Another flip power location. Just in case of the Dark Arts Tower. Well, another one of these. Lumos?
Lumos.
Okay, there's an arch and a painting of a flower, of some flowers somewhere. What was that all about?
Revelio.
Alright, not that. Yeah, I think it's just gonna be the statues, but I'm gonna keep trying on everything. Because you never know. Yeah, no. Hello?
Revelio.
Okay, so again, not all statues are gonna be like that. Whoa.
Lumos.
Okay, so I don't know what we're gonna do with you. Might be some challenges there.
Revelio.
So a dog skull that came back to life. I'm not surprised. I think I'm gonna have a good look around for the Hi.
What are you up to now?
Okay, not that either.
Harry Pippin or Nero. These kinds of tricks better than you find in London, I reckon.
Where is that? I think there's a hallway underneath that arch. There it is. Be a bit of fun.
Lumos.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
I'm gonna have to speed up all this cutout most of that bit there.
I bet Alec had a say in it.
Sometimes have to remind
Why
you.
else would it be the only common room? Some of
Revelio.
us necessarily wanting to get back to the lesson.
While I remember, don't forget to give me that book on ancient runes. Or in case I...
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
He's pretty up and at him. Okay, so Accio. Okay, this will definitely come in.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree, hmm? So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Hmm?
Okay, so what do you want us to do?
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment.
Okay.
Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall, yes? Now, I could keep talking about theory all day, but practice is the best professor. Show us how it's done. Accio. Splendid! Stay focused. That's it!
Okay, so just let it go. Alright. And
very good.
Ooh.
Don't lose your composure. Very good. Points to Hufflepuff. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ready?
Let us see this.
Yeah, we... Let go, you idiot.
Rest of us.
There we go.
Oh,
You all watch this. That is how it's done. You are not making this easy for me, are you?
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Okay. Ooh.
Excellent control there.
Yeah, I had the timing down.
Let us see this.
Okay. Not yet. Not yet. No.
Well done.
Had to release it a bit early.
Here we go. That is how it's done.
Yeah, the edge is going to be a bit more of a challenge. Yeah. Better safe than sorry.
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Wagadu a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
That's quite amazing.
You can cast spells without a wand?
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can
word,
use
if
Accio
you would.
humans, if you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian. You know it won't work on humans.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Keep forgetting that I had the microphone turned off. That might have to do it for today's episode. I know it was quite shorter, but well, just exploring around here was quite good. I'm gonna have to speed up the video in some sections here and there, especially when I was looking for that moth. But I'm actually having a lot of fun here. Expect double uploads today because I'm gonna be doing a lot of videos on this, and I just don't want to put it down. But yeah, this guy is quite different from Professor Fitzwick, but that's not a bad thing. Not a bad thing at all. So anyway, that's going to do it for me. Thank you all so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video,
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
yes.
Hello, you wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
So yeah, these students, everyone to talk to, this is going to be fun. Again, thank you all so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, please remember to hit that like button. Also, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. Show your support. I'm doing well. Show your support for the channel. I'll very much appreciate that. And with that being said, I better head off. Thank you all again, and I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. Take care of yourselves and drive safely out there, people. Bye-bye. Take care. Have a good time.